Josh out early in that game. How good was it at the end to have him?
Yeah, I wasn't real excited about him having two early foul calls. I just never dreamt that was going to be the case, and but we played him, a few minutes, couple runs. I felt like we trusted him, and we needed him out there for a bunch of different reasons, and so we survived that. So we felt pretty good, going into halftime, surviving that situation, and then certainly he made some huge shots, game-changing shots down the stretch for us.
We'll stay to the left with Steph in the first row, and then we'll go over to Justin and then to Paul.
Chris, obviously, no stranger to big games in February. You guys get 3 straight, after that Bama loss. What have you kind of seen click with this team, whether it be mentally or on the court, to kind of get this winning streak going?
I really like where they're at. I even said that, if you remember, when we got beat, that night and beat soundly, that I still believed in this group, and was shocked that we didn't play better in that particular game, and they stuck together. They didn't lose confidence. They kept, practicing at a high level, and their energy and their vibe has been good. Certainly winning helps that. Everyone feels better when you win, but this last week with having a week off, they were genuinely excited in practice. We had some lively sessions, especially Thursday and Friday, and so I think they're where they need to be right now.
Chris, going back to Josh's foul trouble and sort of how you handled that, when you guys are getting what you're getting from the guys around him, how much easier does that make the decision for you whether to press and get him in there earlier or take your time with those minutes?
Yeah, that's a good question. And obviously with the roster situation the way it is, it forces your hand a little bit. Certainly we could have attempted to try to go the rest of the half and then not play him with 2, but I didn't think about it too long. And obviously if he gets his third, with 8-10 minutes left in the first half, the questions are different. I'm just glad it worked out, but certainly all that, factors in when you have to make those decisions. Historically, I don't do that a ton, but we're not playing as many guys right now that I normally do at this stage of the season.
We'll go to coaches right with Paul and then Benjamin.
Obviously, looking at some of your other wins in the SEC, this one was kind of a grinded out, not your best performance, but you saw your team gut out a win when they weren't playing their best. How does that make you feel as far as seeing them to get to that point to be able to do that?
I feel great about how they won. That's what I told them in the locker room. Don't let anyone out there take away what you did today, because winning college basketball games is hard. And there's going to be people on social media, there's going to be people in your circle that love you, that are going to be asking you why we didn't play better. And you need to set them straight. Okay, we won against a very talented team. It may not have been as aesthetically pleasing as everybody wants it to be, but at this point in the season, you just got to win. And I'm proud of the fact that they stuck together. Our huddles were good. They found a way, and that's what it's about. It ain't going to be exactly the way you want it. Certainly, I want it to come out and play perfect and, get a stop every time and get a great look every time. But obviously, it doesn't work that way. And even though we didn't play our best, Arkansas had something to do with that. We got really good players. They don't have the glossy record that, they want or expect, but their staff has obviously done a tremendous job, and they're a proud program, and they came in here and battled us for 40 minutes, and we're trying to win the game just like we were. So, like I said, I'm proud that they stuck together and they found a way to win the game.
We saw DJ play early, but then he didn't come back in. What's kind of his update, and also how close is Trey to getting on the court?
Yeah, DJ, thought he was ready. He came to me, and the trainer came to me and said, he's going to give it a go. And but he came to me during the game. Actually, when I took him out, he said that I'm through. I can't do it. So, I was proud of him for just attempting to give us some minutes, and hopefully, we got a few days here where he can get closer to 100% and help our basketball team. And Trey is ready to go. Trey has been released, and he's ready to play.
Another one of those games where Cam Matthews seemingly just does every little thing. Set the screen on Josh's three-pointer, poke the ball out on Shaq's steal at the end there. What more can you say about just the way he competes for this team?
He needs to not turn the ball over in the first half. That's one thing he needs to do. But I don't get tired of talking about it. He's our heartbeat. He's our leader. He's our voice along with some other guys, but he's the biggest voice in the room. And he made some plays where you're just like, wow, he's shown everybody who's the most competitive dude on the court. And he had some plays like that tonight. And I'm certainly glad, you know, he was wearing our colors, because I don't know if we win, you know, if he's not out there. And he just makes so many plays that don't show up on the stat sheet too. You know, he's always in the right spot defensively, and you know, he's suggesting what we should do, and he's really grown that way. And I love that he's so bought in, and his knowledge of the game is so high. That's what he doesn't get credit for, is his IQ of the game and how to play in our system and what we need to be doing. And he's suggesting stuff all the time, and I'm listening to him because he's out there. You know, he knows what's going on better than I do, and just glad he's with us.
We'll go back to the camera.